Hi, I'm Andrea Kanaris, founder of All Things Social Impact and host of Voices of Change, Stories That Matter. The biggest weakness in ESG today is the S, the social dimensions. It's meant to capture the impacts on people, working conditions, health, safety, housing, community wellbeing. But in practice, it often gets far less attention than the environment or governance. If you look at many ESG disclosures, the majority of reporting is dedicated to environmental metrics, emissions, energy use, resource efficiency. Governance also gets space. The boards and policies explained in a lot of detail. The social content is usually shorter. It may cover workforce diversity, health and safety statistics, or community engagement, but it often lacks depth, consistency, or measurable outcomes. That imbalance matters because it suggests people are, secondary. The issue isn't that environmental and governance factors don't matter. Of course they do. The problem is that social issues are equally important, and without them, ESG doesn't give a full picture. Let's give you an example. Poor labour standards can undermine a company's long-term performance. Insecure housing contributes to inequality and affects economic participation. Weak community relationships can delay or even stop projects. If these factors aren't measured and managed properly, the outcomes of ESG will always be incomplete. When we talk about S, it's not just about broad statements. It should be about clear, practical measures, such as workplace health and safety, fair pay and conditions, access to housing, healthcare and education, community trust and engagement. These are the things that directly affect people's ability to live well and participate fully in society. And when people are secure, companies and communities function better too. So if ESG is going to live up to its name, the S needs to be treated with the same weight as the E and the G, not as an afterthought, not as a couple of paragraphs in a report, but as a core part of how we measure impact and success. Because social factors aren't separate from environment and government's outcomes. They're connected. And if we ignore them, ESG can't deliver on its promise. Leave your comments below and remember to hit the like button, share, and subscribe.